all strong on this planet.
Hey guys, it's Nick Sainer. Join me and the rest of the 93.7 The Ticket crew as we bring you live coverage of the 2026 NSAA Girls State Basketball Tournament from Pinnacle Bank Arena. The action tips off Wednesday, March 4th. If it's being played at Pinnacle Bank Arena, it's heard on The Ticket. Class A to Class D2 all week long. Join us March 4th through March 7th as we crown 6 state champions from the 2026 NSAA Girls State Basketball Tournament right here on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. There are so many realtors in Lincoln and Omaha, but don't get overwhelmed by all the no-names, plus all the different companies. Ben Bleicher with Professional Realty Group at Berkshire Hathaway Home Services Real Estate is your go-to option, whether buying or selling residential, luxury, leasing, investment properties, or commercial property, small or large. Ben's team offers decades of experience, unbeatable customer service, and promises to fully protect your interests throughout the entire transaction. Call 402-419-6309 for all your real estate needs. Ben Bleicher with Professional Realty Group of BHHS Ambassador Real Estate.
Start your Sundays off right with Jeff and Nicole Essink on Fitness Fanatics. Jeff and Nicole discuss health and wellness, how to achieve fitness goals, and more through the life of gym owners and gym goers. It's Fitness Fanatics from 9 to 11 a.m. on Sundays on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Empower a child today with the Teammates Mentoring Program by building a relationship based on strengths and chart a brighter future 1 week at a time. Find out how you can be a mentor by visiting lincolnteammates.org. Become what you needed as a kid by joining the Teammates Mentoring Program today. If you're seeking a career with a growing company, Dana Trucking and Excavating is hiring and looking for additions to their team. Dana Trucking has a strong team culture, competitive pay, 401ks, and benefits like health, dental, and vision. Drivers are guaranteed 40 hours per week, even in the winter months, and are home every night. Start your career today at Dana Trucking and Excavating. Apply today at GainaTrucking.com.
Do you ever feel okay in your current job and profession, but wonder if there's a better company that can offer more? Vision Mechanical is now hiring for journeyman plumbers and HVAC service technicians. Vision Mechanical offers top-of-the-industry wages, 100% paid health, disability, and life insurance, 401k with employee match, and paid holidays and vacation. Vision Mechanical believes in craftsmanship, teamwork, and building a better future one project at a time. Apply today or learn more at visionmechanical.net or email Ron at vmech.net. One last night, one legendary career. On April 4th at 7 p.m., Love Nebraska hosts Love Austin at Baxter Arena, and it marks the final home match of Olympic gold medalist Jordan Larson's career. From world championships to unforgettable runs in Nebraska, she's defined excellence at every level. Now she shares the court one final time at home against an Austin squad ready to compete. It's more than a matchup. It's a farewell to a Nebraska icon and global trailblazer. Be there to witness history on April 4th at 7 p.m. Get your tickets now at lovebneb.com/tickets.
Welcome into a presentation of high school girls state basketball on 93.7 The Ticket. Girls state basketball on The Ticket is presented by Union Bank and Trust, Nebraska Hematology Oncology, Concordia University, Nest 529 Direct Plan, Peru State College, General Excavating, the Nebraska High School Sports Hall of Fame, Doane University, Play It Again Sports, Sunbelt Rentals, the Nebraska Army National Guard, Big Ten Sports Bar, the NDOT Highway Safety Office, and Jimmy John's. Now calling all the action, here is Nick Sainer.
Welcome into Pinnacle Bank Arena as we are ready to go here in just a few moments for a Class A semifinal clash, and it is going to be a good one. The energy and the buzz, as they say, is palpable here in downtown Lincoln. I don't know what the weather's doing outside. I know we're supposed to get storms, but I tell you, I think we're going to be all right with this one. Os Norman joins me here as we get ready to find out who will face Lincoln North Star in tomorrow afternoon's Class A state championship game. It is the Kearney Bearcats going up and doing battle against the Omaha North Vikings in Austin. You can feel the buzz. You could feel it in the previous game. this is going to be fun.
It feels like we've been building this, right? Obviously, you think about Championship Saturday. That's a huge deal. But the semifinals, right, when a season is on the line, a chance to go play for a state title, it almost feels like sometimes a semifinal game is a more difficult game, right? Because there's some of that pressure. Oh, can we make it? We're one game away. We're right there on the doorstep. And then by the time you get to Championship Saturday, let it all go. You got to be loose. You got to show up ready to play. Nick, between a game here between two of Class A's best, right? I think number 6 and number 8 in the state at last check. Two teams that have not lost many games all year. Look at Omaha North, started the year 2-3. And really accelerated from there. Carney started the year off hot, ran into a bump in the middle of the season, but has been playing some of its best basketball ever since.
And these are two teams that haven't faced each other this season, though. Also, they have not faced each other. They've played a lot of really good competition. You mentioned what they're ranked. The seeds, though, the Kearney Bearcats, number 2, Omaha North, number 3. So it is as close, as tight, and as competitive as you could possibly be here today between Kearney and Omaha North, and it is going to be a fight to the end. As once again, we had a great first matchup between Lincoln North Star and Millard West. Millard West dethroned. They were 2-time defending state champions. They have been dethroned. Lincoln North Star is waiting, trying to get the first ever state championship to their school. For Carney, they are back here for the first time since 2017. Head coach Drew Danielson is trying to capture the first school title in school history since 1982. While for Omaha North, back for the first time since 2002 and trying to win a state title for the first time since 1998. A lot of history is to be made here. Carney, I'm not going to say brought the whole town. We've seen that on social media. That's a bad idea. But I will say this. They have traveled better than anybody in this state tournament to this point. Now, we have yet to see what Championship Saturday holds, but Kearney is representing in full force.
We know far too many people out there in central Nebraska that would get on us. We would get some nasty grams on social media or on our phones if we said Kearney did bring the whole town. But, Nick, you can tell this is a Kearney school that is used to postseason success. It hasn't had it maybe on the basketball front as recently. That's a fan base that's absolutely fired up. We're looking at the Kearney fans, but it's probably easier for us to hear the Omaha North fans behind us, right? I mean, first time at state in, 24 years, you said, since 2002. Haven't won a title since I was born back in 1998, So to see these two communities rally behind these teams, and Nick, that's one of the special things about sports, right? Whether it's the high school level, college level, or professional franchise, when you have these droughts, when you're not back in an environment like this, you just don't have the words to describe it. You just don't know what it feels like. So to see these communities rally behind both of these teams after their drought, it's always a special moment. Here they are in the semis.
Once again, it is going to be a fun afternoon of basketball. Austin, I mean, as we look forward, just give us kind of your overall thoughts. What have you seen from the state tournament, from the games that you've been able to see?
So far, Nick, we've seen most of the games have been decided by who makes more mistakes versus who makes fewer mistakes. There have been moments in games, I think back to the Malcolm game against Fort Calhoun that Jay and I called earlier this morning. That game, when it got to a couple key moments, was decided by the best players on the court in the Dolliver sisters. Other than that, these games at the state tournament, really throughout the regular season in high school sports, more often than not, it's about who can limit the mistakes, who can play more fundamental basketball more consistently. I'd say, across the board, the teams that have avoided mistakes the best, the teams that have been able to handle the magnitude of the moment, not get sped up, not do anything they haven't been coached to do, those have been the teams that have been ultimately the most successful to this point.
Let's get you ready with the starting lineups. First, for the visitors on the scoreboard, the Omaha North Vikings. They come in with a record of 25-4. Once again, they ended the season, the regular season that is, on a 6-game winning streak, knocking off Millard North, Southwest, Omaha Burke, Lincoln High, North Platte, and Bellevue West. Omaha North, led by head coach Michaela Daly. They haven't been here since 2002. They were able to knock off Omaha Westview in the first round. Omaha North will start a 5'2 senior guard, Akaja Foster. Number 14, a 5'11 senior guard, Justine Chichua. She is their leading scorer. Number 20, a 5'7 senior guard, Ayana Hill. Number 24, a 5'5 sophomore, Hamayajo Matoyer. And number 32, a 6'1 junior, Tanaya Wilson Smith. For the Kearney Bearcats, 20-3 on the year. They come in after knocking off Lincoln Southwest in the quarterfinals on Wednesday. Same starting five for head coach Drew Danielson, Augusta Gans, Sophie Glant, Hallie Gardner, Liberty Province, and Addison Snyder will be out there. Omaha North in their black uniforms with the words North written across the chest. Carney in their home whites with Bearcats sprayed across the front in blue letters and numbers. The Bearcats word outlined in the yellow. They are ready to go. As I mentioned, the buzz is palpable here at Pinnacle Bank Arena. Omaha North will go to the basket to our left to start out. Carney, the basket to our right. 8 minutes is on the clock. Austin Orman alongside Nick Sainert coming to you from Pinnacle Bank Arena. The Class A semifinal, the winner gets a date with Lincoln North Star tomorrow. Here we go. We are underway in Omaha North wins the tip here at PBA. Driving left side, now kicking it top of the key. Cross-court pass on the right side lane, pass deflected, tracked down near the logo by Omaha North. And this is number 2, Foster. Down low, kicking it out into the far side. A lot of athleticism and speed with this Omaha North team. Carney, though, matching shot for shot. Cross-court pass, 10 on the shot clock. Three-pointer on the way. It's good for number 20. That is Ayana Hill, the senior. Carney down 3-0 early on. 7:21 to go in the first quarter. 3-0, Omaha North out in front of the Bearcats. This is Liberty Province with the basketball. Province dancing around the logo, right side. Garner, the freshman, bounces inside. The jumper on the way. Off back iron, it will not go. And Omaha North coming back the other way. Sprinting across the timeline. Here come the Vikings. They slip. No foul. It's out of bounds. Drew Danielson loves the defensive effort. And you can hear the Carney fans behind us.
You sure can, Nick. Fired up after a great job hustling back in transition off the miss. Good first possession, though, for Omaha North. They worked against that zone. The ball touched all four corners. You got to skip past. That's the best way to beat a zone defense sometimes.
6 minutes and 50 seconds to go, first quarter. Province picks up the basketball. It's deflected out of bounds. Last touched by Omaha North as she was matched up defensively. Chichua, who is a little bit taller than Province, is matched up to her.
Nick, that's going to be a death sentence for Carney. If they're going to put the ball above their head against a longer, more athletic team that's putting it right up there for grabs, got to chin it, triple threat position.
6:45 to go, first quarter, 3-0. They bounce it. It's taken away. One-handed pass up the floor. Chichua, she can't hang on to it. She corrals it in the lane. Shot blocked from behind by Glant. Here comes Carney as Garner gets the basketball. Carney still trails 3-0 up the floor to Province. Carney with it. Driving down center of the lane, kicks it out near side, mid-range jumper. It's good for number 11, Addison Snyder. 3-2, your score. Omaha North will cross the timeline. Matoyer has the basketball on the left side. Back to Matoyer. Matoyer had a stellar freshman year. We saw them on this very same floor last year. Come up close to the championship. Offensive rebound, put back. It's no good. But hitting the deck is number 32, Tanaya Wilson-Smith. She'll go to the line to shoot 2 shots.
One of the hazards there with the zone defense, Nick, no one home to box out on that backside. Wilson-Smith sticks with it, takes a power dribble to collect herself to go up to the rim.
3-2, your score, 6:03 to play, first quarter. Shooting into behind that backboard, the face and the teeth of the Kearney student section. It doesn't matter on the first one, it's good. 4-2, your score, as now all of a sudden you can hear a pin drop in this place.
I've never seen anybody start as far back with the ball as Wilson-Smith does right now, and then she has a rather offset stance at the free throw line, but clearly it works for her.
As both free throws are good. It is 5-2, Omaha North on top of Kearney in the early stages, just 2 minutes into this game. Garner, the freshman for the Kearney Bearcats, dribbling between her legs, spinning around on the left wing, crossing over, great defense there by Foster for Omaha North. Rebound tipped around. It's out of bounds. Last touch by Kearney. Omaha North basketball.
Kearney's been a little discombobulated by this pressure so far, Nick. Omaha North not letting Kearney get into what it wants to run offensively.
So here we go. As with 5-2 showing on the scoreboard, Omaha North up by 3. The Vikings bring it up the floor. They pass it off to Chua in the lane. Floater uncontested off back iron. She almost got her own miss. Now the rebound fought for and won by Kearney. Here come the Bearcats. Pushing the pace is Liberty Province. The Bearcats have numbers. They kick it out to Garner. Garner on the left side. Steps through. Acrobatic shot. Unable to go.
And here comes Omaha North up the timeline, being chased down from behind by Gardner. Matoyer pops the tray. It's no good. And the rebound tipped out. And we have a foul called on Sophie Glant as she was trying to grab the loose ball, and she kind of elbowed one of the Omaha North Vikings.
Deep shot, Nick. We've seen that time and time again here in this girls' state tournament so far. There are the 2 3-point lines, right? The black line that we see is the line they should be shooting from. I don't know if I assume they know that, but hey, you're open. You cast from where you're open.
So there's some extracurricular stuff going on right now as behind us security's getting involved. And either way, here in Omaha North on the floor, it is missed on the layup attempt by Omaha North. The Vikings missed the easy shot, and here come the Kearney Bearcats. On the right side, it's Garner. Garner with the basketball on the left side. Now with it, has it, three-pointer on the way to tie. She missed it badly, and Wilson Smith gets the defensive rebound. Here comes Omaha North. Matoyer on the left side, contested shot. It's blocked by Province. Province thought it was out of bounds, didn't realize it was still up for grabs, and here comes Carney going the other way. Snyder steps through, layup. It is good. It's 5-4. 5-4 your score. 4 minutes and 28 seconds to play in the first quarter. On the left side, Matoyer. Matoyer gives to Wilson Smith. Back to Matoyer. Matoyer now top of the key near the logo. Here are the Vikings. Down low on the elbow, or rather the block. And the shot is blocked out of bounds. Last touch by Carney.
That's a good job of recovering down there on the block, Nick, but that pass can't be allowed to get through. That's a pass straight from the top of the key down to the block. A direct line pass like that, you have 3 guards up top. At least 2 of them should have a hand in that passing lane, hands up, to not let that one get through.
Here we go. 5-4 your score, 4:10 to go in the first quarter. Inbounds pass corralled by Omaha North in the lane. Chichua. Chichua spinning around. The floater on the way, no good. Rebounded by Carney. Here comes the Kearney Bearcats, trailing by 1. It's 5-4, 3:57 to play in the first quarter. Liberty Province with the basketball on the left side. She crosses over, kicks it out, pass taken away. Matoyer beating her off the dribble in transition, one-on-one break. The layup in the lane is no good, just a tad too strong. Rebound fought for. It's won by Omaha North. They get another crack at it. Now lost it, get it back. Here's Omaha North with the basketball at the top of the key. Crossing the left side, Matoyer fires the 3 near corner. Just a tad too strong, and a foul is called against the Vikings.
Garner didn't get much of a body there, but you see Cotton Welton do just extend that arm a little bit, push off in her attempt to go after the rebound as well.
Here we go as Carney has the basketball. They'll inbound it. They'll have to go the full length of the floor. Still 3:29 to go in the first quarter.
Omaha North, Nick, started the game off with the first couple baskets. They're now 0 of their last 11 here in the first quarter.
We saw a long scoring drought in the first game, or first Class A semifinal, where Millard West didn't score for over 9 minutes of game time. Here, as Austin just mentioned, 2-minute drought for Omaha North. Pass through to the right block, Glant. Glant passes taken away. Omaha North going the other way. How about the handles from Wilson Smith in the lane? Step through, layup, good.
Have a post player be able to do that? That's next level.
What a move down the floor, navigating the PBA floor. Here on the left side, it is Garner with it for Carney, down by 3, splitting the double team. She gets it knocked away. Up the floor it goes. Matoyer, nobody in front of her. Layup is no good. She smoked it. And we have a whistle and a foul called on Omaha North.
Carney got away with one there, Nick. What a full court outlet pass from Wilson Smith. Snyder completely misread it. She tried to camp underneath it. The ball kept going. Lucky enough that Omaha North missed the layup was Carney. For Omaha North, though, I like that you have an advantage, right? You can get down the court. You have a player with the ability to throw that one-handed outlet pass, hit the player on time, on target. I love the idea.
2 minutes and 40 seconds to go in the first quarter. 7-4. Omaha North is up by 3 in a highly intense game. Kearney fans haven't sat down all afternoon to this point. Here in the lane, Snyder kicks it through to tie. Here's Gans. The three-pointer is no good off to the left, and Wilson Smith is able to collect the defensive rebound, the point forward, running the length of the floor, pulls up the three. It's no good. Rebounded by Chichua. Chichua on the right side. Layup won't go. She tries to get her own miss, and she is fouled from behind.
Look at Chichua go to work in there, Nick, between 4 Kearney Bearcats. She's the one that comes down with the rebound.
We have a whistle and a timeout charge to Carney. Everybody can catch their breath here for at least 30 seconds. We'll step aside. 2:15 to play. We'll be right back on 93.7 The Ticket.
General Excavating has been a leading underground utilities contractor for nearly 40 years, and they're growing. General Excavating is hiring for more than 50 positions with offices in Lincoln, Omaha, Sioux Falls, and Cheyenne. Positions range from senior project managers to superintendents, utilities foremen, heavy equipment operators, journeyman plumbers, field mechanics, and more. They offer competitive wages, benefits, and PTO with a culture built on the importance of safety. Apply today at generalexcavating.com or call 402-467-1627 for more information.
Back to Pinnacle Bank Arena for more girls state basketball tournament action on 93.7 The Ticket.
Nick Sainer and Austin Orman back with you from Pinnacle Bank Arena as a hotly contested matchup so far, 7-4 Omaha North. Omaha North with the basketball, reverse layup won't go. Liberty Province out and running. She's running the length of the floor across the timeline, now slows it down, hesitates, and passes it through to Ty Carney on the way. Addison Snyder can't hit the three, and Wilson Smith collects another rebound. That's number 5 on the boards for her today. Passing left side, it is taken away by Carney and Addison Snyder. Snyder now fouled from behind by Wilson Smith in frustration. That's number 1 on her.
First foul, not a big deal, but Nick, that's a lazy foul. That's a cheap foul, 90-plus feet away from the basket. Clearly, Wilson Smith means a lot to this Omaha North team. Understanding your role, understanding that's not your game, isn't necessarily a foul you want to be committing unless you know that you're trying to stop a fast break, right? You're not going to be able to get back. You have numbers disadvantage on the other end. Give yourself a chance to set where your half-court defense has been really good in the early going.
1 minute and 39 seconds to play first quarter. Step back three. The freshman Garner can't connect. Offensive rebound put back. It somehow bounces out for Carney. Here comes Wilson Smith leading the charge for Omaha North, looking for help. Two-handed pass overhead, near side, into the corner. Now jump off Chichua in the lane. It's good off the glass. 9-4 Omaha North. Carney has to catch their breath. 1 minute and 12 seconds remain here in the first quarter. Left side, Snyder. Snyder to Augusta Gans. Gans with it on the left side. Carney still without a three-point shot in this one. As Province, her pass taken away. It's out of bounds. Last touch by Omaha North.
Nick, this Omaha North ball pressure is really getting to Carney. The Bearcats so far have done a lot of one dribble, pick it up, and then put it right back above their heads. Not the way you're going to beat pressure defense, right? They need more movement on offense. They need the ability to set good screens because it doesn't seem like they have much of an ability to beat Omaha North off the bounce in one-on-one. This is where it's going to be some team concept basketball for Carney. But if you look what Omaha North has done defensively so far, holding Carney to just 2 of 9 overall, with 5 turnovers as well.
Yeah, and to that point, though, Omaha North not much better. 3 for 17 on the day. And we have a whistle and a foul is called on Omaha North on the floor. 47.7 showing on the game clock. But, yeah, to your point, Austin, I mean, so far, you look at Carney, 1 of their last 7 shooting the basketball.
And that one was a nice little step through at the rim to get a layup, the only second basket for Carney on the day so far. Nick, if you're Carney as well, maybe run a set, right? Who do you go to in this moment? Figure that out. Find something, get a player a basket that can maybe spark the team on offense.
Carney with the basketball. Across the timeline they go. They have it right side. Liberty Province with it. She got bumped. No whistle. Addison Snyder back to Province. Province now dribbling between the legs at the top of the key. They kick it out. Snyder will try again for 3. Can it hit? No, it cannot. It airballs. Here comes Wilson Smith up the floor. Chichua. Chichua knocked down. Bodies on the floor. Nobody had possession of the ball. 3-on-1 break for Carney. Behind the back pass. Off the glass. It won't go. Here comes Omaha North. One-handed pass. It's lobbed. Province takes it away. Here comes Snyder. Once again, Carney will have to slow it down or maybe not. To Snyder in the lane. Spin move. Floater. Good. With 3 seconds on the game clock. Drew Danielson trying to get his fans ready, riled up. And at the end of the first quarter, your score, the Omaha North Vikings 9, the Kearney Bearcats 6. Let's take a break, 60 seconds, and come right back as we all catch our breath here at Pinnacle Bank Arena on 93.7 The Ticket.
With UBT, you've got total control over your money. Like Doug, who runs his game day tailgate like a well-oiled machine.
I got burgers, brats, chicken, dogs, plus all the fixins. And with the UBT Go app, I can track my food spending from anywhere.
Pro move.
They don't call me Grill Sergeant for nothing.
No matter your goals, UBT helps you feel good about reaching them. Union Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
When you or a loved one hears the words, "you have cancer," you want to make sure you're surrounded by a team you can trust, who will be a true partner in your cancer journey. At NHO, you'll be treated like family, and you'll feel that compassion every time you walk through our doors. After all, this is the fight of your life, and you'll need the best people to be on your side. We're Nebraska Hematology Oncology. On your side, by your side.
Back to Pinnacle Bank Arena for more girls state basketball tournament action on 93.7 The Ticket.
All righty, Austin Norman, how are we feeling?
Hectic, feeling scrambled. Feel like this is the Class A state semifinal.
9-6 your score, 8 minutes on the game clock here in the second quarter as we get ready to start the second period of play. Omaha North leads by 3. Carney will get the basketball to start. As, once again, Carney just 3 of 12 from the field. Omaha North, 3 of 17. It's been a hectic first quarter. Here's Liberty Province for Carney. Crosses over. Nice move. The floater contested, and she's fouled. 2 shots coming up for Liberty Province.
Province has initiated a lot of offense going to her right so far today. She did cross over back to the left. But, Nick, that's another thing that Omaha North can see and key in on is that so much of what Carney wants to do is flowing to this right side, the dominant hand for the majority, if not all of their players. If you're Carney, sometimes you have to go against the grain, against maybe where you're more comfortable, just to be able to get to what it is you want to actually do in the end.
Once again, Liberty Province is at the line. She has 2 shots. She makes the first. It's 9-7. One more free throw coming up for Province. Second one on the way. It's also good.
First player not named Snyder to score for Carney here, Nick.
9-8 your score. A 1-point ball game. And look at the scoreboard. If you just joined us, you might think not a whole lot of energy. There has been plenty of it. The 3 almost banked in on the attempt by Foster. It's no good, and Province will bring it across the timeline. She traveled. They brought in the second defender of Matoyer, Austin, and Province just wasn't able to keep her foot.
For a lead guard that handles the ball as much as she does, she knows better than that, right? Just caught up in the moment, going too fast, tried a little too quickly to slow down instead of keeping that dribble alive and flowing back into the offense.
So here we go at the left side. It is Foster, drives in, center lane, kicks it out left wing now, driving in high off the glass, almost went in. What an acrobatic shot that could have been. It's deflected out of bounds, last touched by Omaha North and number 23, Sierra Thomas.
A lot of hands in the piles there, Nick. I don't envy our officials having to try to make that call.
We have a whistle and a substitution. Sophie Glantz will come in for the Kearney Bearcats. 9-8 your score, 7:15 to go in the second quarter. As yet, once again, the largest contingent of Kearney fans, the larger portion, I should say, been standing the entire game on the far side of in front of us. Here is Province with Kearney down by 1. Allie Garner with the basketball, crossing over a couple of times. Now hands it off to Province. Province splits through 2 defenders in the lane, and her shot's blocked by Wilson Smith. Matoyer will bring the ball up the floor across the timeline before giving it back to Wilson Smith. She'll pop the tray on the way. It's no good. Rebounded by Province. Province has the ultimate Berkey Butengel line right now. 2 points, 1 assist, 4 rebounds through about 10 minutes of game time.
Been fascinated by Wilson Smith taking those early clock off the dribble threes. Not a player that looks like that would be the type of game that she has, but clearly she's comfortable doing it and is empowered to do it.
Here's Garner on the left wing. Garner working on the defender. Foster, layup in the lane, will not go, missed everything. And Omaha North, guess what? Out and running again. Matoyer in the lane, left-handed layup, no good. and she is fouled. I should say it was a layup from the left side of the rim with her right hand. She went right into the chest of Sophie Glantz. That is going to be personal foul number 3 on Glantz. They took a risk putting her back in with 6 minutes to go in the second quarter. And here, right again, good give credit to Omaha North, Austin. They went right at her.
Latoyer ran the floor, got the outlet pass from guess who? Wilson Smith, caught it on the run. Glantz was not able to get back in time, right, to get in front of the speedy guard like Latoyer. She was still backpedaling, and that's why with her feet not set, not in legal guarding position, where she gets taken for her 3rd foul of the first half, just 10 minutes in.
10-8 your score, 6 minutes and 12 seconds to go in the second quarter. 10-8 Omaha North. Latoyer's second free throw is good. And it's now 11-8. Latoyer gets her first 2 points of the ball game as Gardner will bring it across the timeline. Almost got her defender to trip, and a bump and a foul called on number 3. That is Alea Randall. And Randall commits her second personal foul.
That's a good read there by Randall, attempting to shoot the gap and get an easy steal. What would have likely turned into a pick 6 the other way. Just too much contact there with the hip that she led with.
Garner inbounds it way in the backcourt to Province. 6:02 to go, second quarter. Nick Sainer, Ross Norman with you from Pinnacle Bank Arena. Province with it on the left side. Dribbling in, tries to draw contact. She does.
Nick, she goes to the free throw line. I'm just not exactly sure what the offensive process is for Carney right now. It just seems like whoever's dribbling the ball up has taken it on themselves to try to get downhill to the rim, usually with the help of a screen. But the ball movement for Omaha North has been much better, whether it's been the outlet passes in transition or in half court against Kearney's zone. Carney just seems to be turning this into a one-on-one game. After, one pass, if even that, against a defense like Omaha North, that's going to be gambling for steals, that's going to be pressuring the ball. You take what you can get. If you get early offense, so be it. But Carney isn't even trying to work the shot clock and be able to take care of the ball for 25 or more seconds in the shot clock.
5:56 to go, second quarter. Second free throw is not good, and Province misses both. Here on the right side, it's for Omaha North. They get it inside the center of the lane, out of control. That was out of bounds, last touched by Carney, as number 4, Sinai Cotton, was driving up the center of the lane. And watch out. It was an accident.
Cotton a little frustrated, clearly inadvertent.
Thought it was intentional. She's still glaring at him. Just didn't mean to hear with the ball. As there's Chichua misses the bunny. Offensive rebound, put back. She's fouled.
Chichua with a good hard plant. She faked like she was going out to the left, stuck that left foot in, cut right back into the paint, and drew the layup. For Wilson Smith, though, Nick, that's twice now she's been knocked down. I'm a little surprised. She's by far the largest player on the court in terms of overall size. So I think that she's a player that needs to remember, hey, I'm bigger and stronger than everyone on the court. Let me get my base underneath me, go up strong, and finish through contact instead of trying to sell the foul. Maybe, sometimes as a bigger player, you're used to not getting some of these calls because you are that much bigger and you don't get the benefit of the doubt. But I think for Wilson Smith, she has the respect of the officials. If she plays good, solid, fundamental basketball, it'll give her the best chance to finish at the rim and still get those fouls called.
We have a pause in the action as Carney has to tend to some blood on the right knee of Garner. They only have a certain amount of time. There we go. They get it taped up. We're ready to play basketball.
Nice little floor burn there for Garner.
Did it even get cleaned up?
No, they just slapped some little blue wrap around is all they did. No bandage, no gauze, no nothing.
There's no bandages. The free throw's no good, but it looks like she's bleeding from underneath the bandage. She's directly in front of us.
My guess is they put it on correctly to begin with, and then when she moves, it rode up the knee, toward the kneecap a little bit.
Because we can see the cut from here.
Very clearly.
There's no tape on top of it. All right. Anyway, second free throw is good for Wilson Smith. Tanaya Wilson Smith. She now has 5 points. Here comes Liberty Province across the timeline. Province with the basketball crossing over on Cotton. She lost the basketball. Here going the other way is Matoyer. Matoyer on the right side off the glass and in. It's now 14-8. And Kearney head coach Drew Danielson wants to talk things over. We'll step aside with them, take a 30-second break, and come right back on 93.7 The Ticket.
General Excavating has been a leading underground utilities contractor for nearly 40 years, and they're growing. General Excavating is hiring for more than 50 positions with offices in Lincoln, Omaha, Sioux Falls, and Cheyenne. Positions range from senior project managers to superintendents, utilities foremen, heavy equipment operators, journeyman plumbers, field mechanics, and more. They offer competitive wages, benefits, and PTO with a culture built on the importance of safety. Apply today at generalexcavating.com or call 402-467-1627 for more information.
Back to Pinnacle Bank Arena for more girls state basketball tournament action on 93.7 The Ticket.
Welcome back into Pinnacle Bank Arena. We stand here 14-8. Omaha North leads Kearney with 5:27 to play in the first half. Austin, if you're the Kearney Bearcats, you got to find something offensively. You mentioned there's no rhythm, there's no process right now for the Bearcats.
Not in the slightest. That last turnover that led to the run out there for Matoyer was just simply Province dribbling. Okay, I'm going to attack. Oh, crap, I lost the handle.
Yeah.
And there goes Omaha North. This is where Kearney, I think, needs to get into some sort of set, right? Have a purpose, have a plan, something that can organize you. Because if all you're going to do is ask Province to dribble around and maybe create something, that's not going to go very well. She's clearly been affected by this on-ball pressure from a bevy of Omaha North Viking defenders.
Here is Province, like we said, and that's a 5-second defensive call there on Sinai Cotton. She was able to force the 5-second defensive call, and a nice job there by Omaha North's defense.
Again, just a whole bunch of dribble from Carney. Omaha North knowing it can overplay that dribble because Province hasn't been able to consistently initiate the offense for Carney so far.
Here on the right side, it's Omaha North now near the logo. With it is Foster. Foster on the right side to Cotton. Cotton, top of the key. Wilson Smith. Now pass almost taken away. Omaha North gets it back and the layup is good.
Really good steal by Chichua to get that initially. She couldn't handle the pass. Good work by Cotton to be there on the catch.
And we have a whistle and a foul in transition. How about Province? Province didn't even like to call that there was a foul called against her.
Yeah, she split 3 defenders, and there's naturally going to be some body contact there. We were blocked by a number of players. Maybe there was a bit of a shove, but I thought Province did a good job of just being able to split that one without anything serious.
Sideline inbound here for Kearney. They get it into Province.
Playing back
now,
in, by the way.
Yes, thank you. With those 3 fouls, 4 minutes and 40 seconds to go. Here on the left side, Province trying to make something happen. She gets it out to Gans. Gans looking for help to Province. Province now dribbling with her right hand. Grant's got to be careful about setting the screen there. Now back to Province from Snyder. Down low, Gans on the doorstep. Floater good, much needed as that stops a 7-0 run for Omaha North, and it cuts a scoring drought of almost 3 minutes down for Kearney. On the left side, Matoyer. Matoyer splitting through on the right side of the rim, and the bunny is missed by Wilson Smith. And here comes Kearney on the attack. Gans going right at Cotton. Watch out, the double comes. A reach-in foul is called on Matoyer.
That's a really good job of stopping the ball by Cotton. Gans was not that comfortable going up with it. Matoyer did a smart thing, Nick. She knew that Gans had eyes for the rim. She came over to try to rip and claw down when Gans brought that ball low to go into her spin move. Just raked too much of the arm instead of getting the ball.
So here we go. 2 shots coming up for Augusta Gans as that was the 5th team foul on Omaha North. The first one is no good.
Kearney now just 2 of 5 at the free throw line. That's been a trend through every game we've seen here at Pinnacle Bank Arena. Some teams are really struggling with the depth perception and the touch in this arena, Nick.
Well, and even let's just go on the positive side of it. You hit those 3 free throws. It's 16-13 instead of 16-10. Now it's 16-11 as Gans is able to hit her 2nd free throw. Matoyer will slow it down. Omaha North the entire game has pushed the pace. Now with it, Omaha North. Chichua just inside the 3-point line, drives in, gets it stripped, and goes out of bounds. Last touched by Carney.
Kearney's mixed up its defenses, Nick. We've seen some 1-3-1, we've seen some 3-2, and now at man-to-man. Really good job there by Province of getting set. But what a shot fake from Chichua. Got her defender about 2 feet in the air.
Baseline inbound here. They get it into Chichua. Shot blocked by Province. And Province looking for help. She finds her teammate as Lee is out there as well. Kearney almost lost the basketball. Glant has it to Province. Province crosses over. Floater in the lane. It's good. 16-13. And we have a timeout called by Michaela Daly of Omaha North. It is a 30-second timeout. We will step aside as well. Come back in 30 seconds here on 93.7 The Ticket.
When you or a loved one hears the words, "You have cancer," you want to make sure you're surrounded by a team you can trust, who will be a true partner in your cancer journey. At NHO, you'll be treated like family, and you'll feel that compassion every time you walk through our doors. After all, this is the fight of your life, and you'll need the best people to be on your side. We're Nebraska Hematology Oncology. On your side, by your side.
Back to Pinnacle Bank Arena for more girls state basketball tournament action on 93.7 The Ticket.
Points have been at a premium here in this matchup. However, it hasn't necessarily been a boring game by any means. 16-13 your score, 3:29 to go in the second quarter. Here as Omaha North leads by 3. In front of a very large Carney contingent, Omaha North certainly showed up as well. Omaha North brings it across the timeline. This is Foster. Foster down low to Chichua. Chichua in the lane, no good on the layup. Province clears the glass, up the floor to Snyder. Snyder with it, running the floor. She stops, dumps it down low. Layup good with the foul from the backside. Sophie Glantz able to hit the layup on the left side. They're going to see, they saw this. I don't think it was an actual foul. However, if you watch the replay, she saw this, or the referee on the far sideline saw the swiping motion from behind, and it gave the illusion that it came down on her arm.
Glant certainly didn't seem affected by any contact. I couldn't see it from my angle through there, but you're right. On the replay, it was a swing and a miss. Let's see if the ball lies or not.
Free throw coming for Glant. Can she tie it up? No, she cannot. It's missed. 16-15 is where we stand. Kearney is in the midst of a 7-0 run, while Omaha North hasn't scored in over 2 minutes. Here's Foster. Top of the key. Fakes the handoff. Dribbles the right wing. Foster, no-look pass inside. Chichua in the lane. Off the glass and in. Tough shot by Chichua. And here come the Kearney Bearcats back the other way, trailing by 3, 18-15 with 2:41 to play in the second quarter. Liberty Province with the basketball. She dribbles to the right side around a couple of haphazard screens. Now Augusta Gans with the basketball, working on it. Wilson Smith, the layup won't go. Offensive board, Glant. She dribbled it off her leg, gets it back. Now her pocket's picked. Kearney still has it. Province with the basketball. Glant just now got up. Province off to Glant. It's deflected, and it's thrown up the floor. Somehow Matoyer gets it in the lane. Matoyer, when she's bumped and fouled. 2 shots coming up for Matoyer.
Kearney just does not look comfortable with the basketball at all. You credit Omaha North for its on-ball pressure that's led to turnovers in runouts like this. It's the third time we've seen Omaha North get to the free throw line in transition. Matoyer especially has done a great job of understanding when that ball is picked up and controlled by her teammates, knowing she's quick enough to get down the floor with a good first step and lead the break.
First free throw for Matoyer is good. It's now 19-15. After Kearney went on a 7-0 spurt, Omaha North has now went on a nice little run of their own. That foul, by the way, was on Snyder. That was number 1 on her. So Sophie Glant now checks out as Drew Danielson's had to monitor her 3 fouls. The second free throw is also good for Matoyer.
Good response by Omaha North when Kearney had the buzz in the building, but it started on this end, Nick, with the defense.
Omaha North is on defense here as Kearney. Gans passes corner. Snyder in the lane. Shot fake. Has it blocked. It goes out of bounds. Last touched by Omaha North. I thought Snyder was going to pop the 3-point attempt in the far corner, but she got her defender to fly on by, but Omaha North is so quick defensively that they've been able to recover.
Really good at recovering, too, with that second effort, Nick. I thought that was the perfect opportunity for a spot-up 3. Kearney has yet to connect from long range. They've created good looks from 3, though.
Great look at the rim, but Kearney can't connect as now Matoyer has it in the near corner. She dribbles, crosses over Matoyer at the left elbow. Acrobatic shot, and she's going to the line to shoot 2 shots as she just kind of flung it up there after she was fouled.
Matoyer one of the fastest players on the court. Nick, Kearney fans think it was a bailout call. No, there's clearly plenty of body. She went sprawling to the floor. She's just fast. She's just quick. And so, yeah, maybe she was going a little faster than you're used to in the half court, but there's very clearly a bump and a body foul to get her to the free throw line.
Matoyer connects on the first free throw, and yet still Kearney fans have not sat down the entire game. They canceled school today across the entire city so that folks could make the drive.
Did Kearney Catholic cancel too?
I did not notice. I did not see that. Former Husker Drake Baronix in the building as well. Obviously the boys head basketball coach, former Husker. Never got to play at Pinnacle Bank Arena.
No.
Played at the Devaney though. Here's Liberty Province as she almost lost the basketball. Now Snyder as Kearney has numbers. Great step through as it's off the back iron. It doesn't go. Great shot attempt. Gans got rolled up on as she's still fighting for it. And it's going to be a jump ball. Possession arrow gives it to Omaha North. Drew Danielson is all the way at midcourt. I think he's pretty frustrated there was no whistle.
Yeah, it looked like Wilson Smith maybe came in a little aggressive over the top with the Kearney player kind of turtled on top of the basketball, but no foul called. Good hustle on both sides.
21-15. It's still just a 6-point ball game. 1:11 to go until halftime. Omaha North leads by 6.
Nick, if I can add this really quick, Province is not up at all on Foster right now, not respecting her as a shooter. Here's the downside. There's no on-ball pressure, which means it's easier to get the ball with a direct entry, just like they did there.
Here is Wilson Smith, mid-range jumper, long two, nails. Nice shot there by Tanaya Wilson Smith. And here comes Liberty Province walking it slowly across the timeline. They turn Province left side to Snyder. Snyder backing down Matoyer. Looking at contested floater. Good. 30 seconds to go. The shot clock is dark, and now Augusta Gans will greet Foster at the timeline as Foster has it left side into Chichua. Chichua, top of the key, 3-ball on the way. Missed it badly. Defensive rebound, Province, and she is hit hard by Chichua, who tried to pick the pocket. And Province, I thought that was hit a little bit harder than it seems like she was, but she feels pretty good about it.
Chichua cast that three pretty early in the shot clock. She was the high post player that popped to the top of the key against the 1-3-1 zone. You saw Kearney's head coach going 3-3-3 for 1-3-1. Nick, I think Omaha North probably could have worked for a better shot. Take the ball into halftime with you. Instead, you give Kearney a chance to cut this from a 6-point game down to possession. It's a 4-point game.
18 seconds to play in the second quarter. The free throw is good. 23-18 is your score. Carney down by 5. As many issues and struggles that Kearney has had offensively, to only be down by 5, it's almost like the Fred Hoiberg Minnesota moment, Fred Hoiberg, what would you call it, USC moment?
Yeah.
Where it was, hey, for as bad as we're playing, we're only down by 2 possessions.
And I think for Omaha North, the flip side of that, Nick, is they'll inbound the ball here now up by 4 is, guys, we've had a lot of opportunities, right? We are fine as well. We know we're better than this. We let the semifinal environment get to us. Let's calm down. Let's take a breath. We're in a really good position with how we're creating these extra possessions.
On the right side, they find Wilson Smith cutting. Backside, mid-range jumper wide open. Air ball, put back, try, will not fall. 1 second on the clock. There's the horn. And at the end of the second quarter, we have ourselves a 4-point ball game. We expected a dogfight, and I think we've gotten that and more. It's 23-19 Omaha North on top of Kearney here at halftime at Pinnacle Bank Arena in the Class A semifinal matchup here on 93.7 The Ticket.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet, KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
General Excavating has been a leading underground utilities contractor for nearly 40 years, and they're growing. General Excavating is hiring for more than 50 positions with offices in Lincoln, Omaha, Sioux Falls, and Cheyenne. Positions range from senior project managers to superintendents, utilities foremen, heavy equipment operators, journeyman plumbers, field mechanics, and more. They offer competitive wages, benefits, and PTO with a culture built on the importance of safety. Apply today at generalexcavating.com or call 402-467-1627 for more information. Big Ten Sports Bar and Grill welcomes out-of-towners to Lincoln for state high school basketball and congratulates your schools on making it to the tournament. Your local bar is comfortable and you know the regulars. Find that experience at Big Ten Sports Bar and Grill, where it's a small-town feel with lots of space. Big groups are more than welcome, so come on by before or after your team plays to experience great food, great drinks, and great times, all at Big Ten Sports Bar and Grill, downtown at 10th and P.
At Doane University, we build leaders, and that means your success and achievements come first. Now is the time to get a glimpse into living and learning at Doane University through a personalized in-person or virtual visit. We know once you experience Doane, you'll see why it's a place where you can achieve your goals and shape your future. Schedule your personal campus visit today at doane.edu/visit.
Parents deal with a lot of what-ifs. What if my child gets a scholarship? What if they don't? What if they go to college? Or what if they pursue a trade? Nest 529 makes it easy to save for higher education costs, so you're always prepared for life's what-ifs. Learn more at nest529.com/hoops. Check with your home state to learn if it offers tax or other benefits for investing in its own 529 plan. Investment products are not FDIC insured, may lose value, no bank guarantee.
With UBT, you've got total control over your money. Like Doug, who runs his game day tailgate like a well-oiled machine.
I got burgers, brats, chicken, dogs, plus all the fixins. And with the UBT Go app, I can track my food spending from anywhere.
Pro move.
They don't call me Grill Sergeant for nothing.
No matter your goals, UBT helps you feel good about reaching them. Union Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
If you're a homeowner or a business owner, you have a lot of projects, and no one has an unlimited budget or time. Sunbelt Rentals makes all jobs less stressful with no need to purchase large equipment or hire a crew. You can do it yourself with rentals and everything from aerators and power rakes for spring yard work to stump grinders, concrete mixers, tile saws, and more. Check out their inventory in Lincoln, north of Cornhusker Highway on 56th Street, or online at sunbeltrentals.com. Big Ten Sports Bar and Grill welcomes out-of-towners to Lincoln for state high school basketball and congratulates your schools on making it to the tournament. Your local bar is comfortable and you know the regulars. Find that experience at Big Ten Sports Bar and Grill, where it's a small-town feel with lots of space. Big groups are more than welcome, so come on by before or after your team plays to experience great food, great drinks, and great times, all at Big Ten Sports Bar and Grill, downtown at 10th and P.
Want to make the easy call? Call John Henry's. From leaky pipes to a broken AC, flickering lights to furnace fights, even drains and duct cleaning, we've got it handled. Plumbing, heating, air, and electrical, all under one trusted roof. Proudly serving homes across Lincoln, Omaha, and surrounding areas and ready 24/7. Visit calljh.com or call
John Henry's.
435-5555. John Henry's Plumbing, Heating and Air.
and electrical.
At Jimmy John's, we don't make sandwiches. We make the sandwich of sandwiches. We use fresh veggies because we don't hate salads. We just feel bad for them. We make our sandwiches exactly how you want because you're the one who's eating it. And we bake bread all day, every day because stale bread isn't bread. It's croutons. Sandwich history is written by the victors. Good thing we have legible handwriting. Jimmy John's, the sandwich of sandwiches. Order pickup or delivery on the app.
Things that impair you come in many different shapes and sizes. Some are the shape of beer and liquor bottles. Others look like cigarettes but aren't cigarettes at all. These are the things we know impair us, the things our parents warned us about. What we're not always aware of is our new prescription or the over-the-counter medicine we picked up just for allergies or a bad cold. See, it doesn't just matter how much of a substance you take. If you are impaired, driving is deceptively dangerous. Don't drive impaired. Paid for by the NDOT Highway Safety Office.
If one of the things running through your mind as a business owner is the recurring worry of possible cyber attacks, you can let out a sigh of relief. Hamilton Business Technologies has you covered. As the official business IT partner of the Huskers, we offer real-time threat monitoring, advanced security protocols, and more to keep your data safe from harm. We care about the success of Nebraska businesses and communities like yours. Learn how we can help you at hamiltonisbusiness.com.
State high school basketball coverage from Pinnacle Bank Arena is proudly sponsored by Peru State College, Nebraska's first college helping students excel on and off the court for more than 150 years. At Peru State College, you'll find affordable tuition, a close-knit community, and flexible programs designed to fit your goals. Whether you plan to compete in college athletics or get involved across campus, Peru State helps you reach your full potential in the classroom and beyond. Pursue your potential at Peru State College. Learn more about programs, scholarships, and book your campus visit at peru.edu.
Back to Pinnacle Bank Arena for more girls' state basketball tournament action on 93.7 The Ticket.
Welcome back into Pinnacle Bank Arena, as at the half it is Omaha North 23, Kearney 19 in a first half that there wasn't, in comparison to what we've seen in recent games, not a whole lot of turnovers, as Omaha North, though, did force 9 of the turnovers from Carney. They had 8 points off of those turnovers, but a game that has been full of runs, I would say. Not long runs, but Austin Norman just runs.
Yeah, a couple possessions here, a couple possessions there. Omaha North opened up the early lead. Kearney called a timeout, didn't get anything out of it. Omaha North gets a bucket, and then Kearney had the timeout effects kick in, got it back to a 1-point game. And then here comes Omaha North. They respond, and then it was Kearney really getting a little bit of buzz back in the building there at the end of the half. And, Nick, we talked about it going into halftime. For Omaha North, kind of feels like they should be in the 30-point range right now, right? They've left a number of points on the floor and given Kearney some points as well as some self-inflicted mistakes, some unnecessary fouls, maybe being a little overly aggressive, seeing what they can get away with in a state tournament setting like this. On the flip side for Kearney, I think halftime came at the perfect time where they had a little bit of success they can hang their hat on, but they have to come out with a better plan. Omaha North has really dictated the pace of this game by being able to get deflections, get tips, and really stymie anything Kearney wants to do on the offensive end and still be able to turn that into running up and down the court in transition.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Once again, your score at the break, 23-19, your score. Omaha North up by 4 on the Kearney Bearcats. And I think this is exactly what we expected from these two teams, though, is where Kearney, you mentioned it earlier in the game as well, where there's not a whole lot of offensive rhythm. However, for Omaha North, they haven't made them pay, and that's what we've seen in previous games as well, is teams not necessarily being in sync, but also the opponent not making them pay and not being up by more than what Omaha North is here by 4 points. In about a 45-second synopsis, Austin, what's the message if you're Drew Danielson and Kearney?
If I'm Coach Danielson, it's trust each other.
Yeah.
Now one player is going to win this game. Snyder took the game into her hands. She has 8 of the 19 points for Kearney. One of only 4 players with a field goal. But how did you get those buckets? By sharing the ball, by spreading it around later in the shot clock. Trust each other. Trust what we've done all year.
We've got a little over 3 minutes until we start the second half. As your score, Omaha North 23, the Kearney Bearcats 19. It's going to be a fun second half, full of energy as the crowd begins to they got to sit down for the first time, and now they stand up because Kearney has exited the tunnel. Your score, Omaha North leads by 4. Hope you join us for the second half here. Nick Sandert alongside Austin Norman. Harrison Orange back in our 93.7 The Ticket Studios. We'll step aside, come back to Pinnacle Bank Arena here in the Class A semifinal in just a few minutes.
Winning is about more than wanting it. It's about working for it. As Bulldogs, we see that hard work pay off every day. In the classroom, in our faith, in competition. At Concordia, the momentum is building, and you can be a part of it. Join a winning team at Concordia University, Nebraska.
High school basketball fans, take a trip over to the Nebraska High School Sports Hall of Fame while you're in town for state hoops. Admission is free, and it's a great way to learn about some of the greatest athletes and teams to come out of the state, from recently to over 100 years ago in all sports. Learn more about names like Gale Sayers, Johnny Rogers, Bob Gibson, Tom Osborne, and more. Open Wednesday through Friday from 1 to 4 p.m. It's the Nebraska High School Sports Hall of Fame, just north of Haymarket Park at 500 Charleston Street.
Things that impair you come in many different shapes and sizes. Some are the shape of beer and liquor bottles. Others look like cigarettes but aren't cigarettes at all. These are the things we know impair us, the things our parents warned us about. What we're not always aware of is our new prescription, or the over-the-counter medicine we picked up just for allergies or a bad cold. See, it doesn't just matter how much of a substance you take. If you are impaired, driving is deceptively dangerous. Don't drive impaired. Paid for by the NDOT Highway Safety Office.
General Excavating has been a leading underground utilities contractor for nearly 40 years, and they're growing. General Excavating is hiring for more than 50 positions with offices in Lincoln, Omaha, Sioux Falls, and Cheyenne. Positions range from senior project managers to superintendents, utilities foremen, heavy equipment operators, journeyman plumbers, field mechanics, and more. They offer competitive wages, benefits, and PTO with a culture built on the importance of safety. Apply today at generalexcavating.com or call 402-467-1627 for more information. Parents deal with a lot of what ifs. What if my child gets a scholarship? What if they don't? What if they go to college? Or what if they pursue a trade? Nest 529 makes it easy to save for higher education costs, so you're always prepared for life's what ifs. Learn more at nest529.com/hoops. Check with your home state to learn if it offers tax or other benefits for investing in its own 529 plan. Investment products are not FDIC insured, may lose value, no bank guarantee.
Back to Pinnacle Bank Arena for more girls' state basketball tournament action on 93.7 The Ticket.
Welcome back into Pinnacle Bank Arena. Nick Sainert, Austin Norman alongside as we are ready to start the second half. 23-19 your score. Omaha North up by 4. It'll be Bearcat basketball to start the second half as they get it into Liberty Province. We'll see what does Carney do to counter the defensive pressure from Omaha North here in the second half. They run a little roll. Gans mishandles the basketball. A one-handed pass up the floor is bobbled. Omaha North tries to save it from going out of bounds. It goes into the hands of Carney, and we pick up right where we left off with the pace. It is crazy here at Pinnacle Bank Arena. Province stops. Two-hand pass. Three ball blocked on the attempt. Sophie Glant comes away with it, and she is fouled on the shot attempt.
Glant never got that one up above her hip, but they give her credit for the shot attempt anyway. She was attempting to jump there. Nick, I like what Carney did on that first possession. It didn't work because you saw Gans bobble that ball, but if Omaha North is going to blitz that pick and roll and force Province back, hit that quick little pass over the top, then you have a 4-on-3 numbers advantage.
23-19 your score. 7:33 to play in the third quarter. The first free throw by Glant, no good.
Glant probably a little out of rhythm with as sparingly as she played across the end of the first and early in the second quarters.
Yeah, had 3 fouls in that first half. Glant's second one on the way. It's good. 23-20. Your score as Foster gets the inbound pass wearing a purple shoe on her left foot, an orange shoe on her right foot. As on the pass on the left side, almost taken away. Matoyer coming away with it. Down the lane. Matoyer in the lane. Way too easy.
Good recognition by Matoyer, knowing that Garner, having gone for the steal, was way out of position. You have to be sure you're going to pick off that lob pass. Otherwise, you put your team in a bad position, as we just saw.
Garner fires the three. It bounces off front rim. No good. Rebound collected. Gans put back. It won't fall. And it goes the other way with Omaha North. Coming down the floor is Foster. Now she'll slow down as soon as she passes the Herbie Husker logo at center court. Passing right side of Matoyer. Matoyer in the right corner. Near side, now a one-handed snag out of the air on the pass from Matoyer to Foster. Foster dribbling right side, kicks it near corner, 3-ball. Matoyer way too strong on that one. The box out was not good enough by Garner. Offensive rebound put back good. Omaha North has a 7-point lead.
You mentioned it. Absolutely no box out there. Just standing up, waiting for the ball to come their direction. We'll see if Kearney goes with that high pick and roll again. They had it set up last time.
Kearney with the basketball. It's Liberty Province bouncing into the right elbow. Now Garner. She'll fire again from three on the way. Banks it in. It's good. 27-23 your score after the three-point shot is finally good. The first one of the day for the Kearney Bearcats. Here on the right side, that pass deflected, taken away, Augusta Gans. Gans going the other way, 3-on-1 break, fakes the pass, and she is fouled by number 20 of Omaha North, Ayana Hill. And as soon as you think Omaha North is getting ready to pull away and to tighten that rope, Kearney comes back, and they have a chance to draw within 2 points if they can hit these 2 free throws.
That's what we talked about, right? Omaha North having opportunities to extend that lead in the first half, Nick. And then when they're on the doorstep, just not being able to come through with those opportunities, allowing Kearney to hang around with some carelessness of its own with the basketball on its offensive end for the Vikings.
First free throw for Augusta Gans is good. She had to play some extra time in that first half because of Sophie Glant dealing with some foul trouble. Gans' second free throw is also good. We have a 2-point game. 27-25 is your score. 5:57 to play in the third quarter here in the Class A state semifinal. On the right side, Matoyer gets past Garner. Matoyer, jumper, elbow, good. Matoyer sinks it from the right elbow, 29-25. Here comes Province for Kearney. She hesitates, drives, kicks, Snyder to Glant. Glant, mid-range jumper. It might have been tipped, but it was short, rebounded by Wilson Smith. Going the other way. Here comes Omaha North. The one-handed pass as Chichua gets the layup to go. I would imagine we'll see Garner here on the right side in the lane. Her shot blocked by Chichua. 2 Kearney players fall down. 3-on-1 break. Chichua to fights through contact by Province. And we have a Drew Danielson timeout for the Kearney Bearcats as Omaha North extends their lead to 8. It's 33-25.
Rush shots on this end from Kearney, Nick. Omaha North taking full advantage, running quickly the other way, sharing the basketball, making the extra pass in transition. We've seen these teams get into trouble when they get tunnel vision, put their heads down, and try to plow ahead to the rim. That's what got Kearney in trouble the last couple possessions. Omaha North, the ball's not sticking. They're ping-ponging it back and forth in transition, leading to a nice little 6-0 run to give them some breathing room.
It is the 6-0 run, like you said, Austin, over the last 38 seconds. 4 of their last 4 from the field are the Omaha North Vikings. And once again, it's a 33-25 advantage in favor of Omaha North, tied for their largest lead of the day.
All started, Nick, with the pull-up jumper by Matoyer. Beat Garner off the dribble, was able to get to her spot at the elbow. Took the early clock jumper with Omaha North only up 2. If that misses, Kearney has a chance to go down on the other end and tie the game. But that's where you can kind of get in the overcoaching mode, right? When things get tight, as a coach, you kind of want to tighten the reins, right? Be in more control. Sometimes you just have to let your players play, right? Matoyer's proven she's gotten the ability to get past that first defender. She's proven all year she has the ability to knock down that jump shot. You live with it, especially because it went in.
Here we go, 33-25. Time to resume play. Liberty Province will have the basketball, bring it across the half-court line, and to Augusta Gans. She takes one dribble, kicks it out. Snyder, 3-ball on the way. It's good. Carney able to answer out of the timeout. It's a 5-point game again.
Big one, Nick. Just what we talked about, that high pick and roll. You're playing with a numbers advantage. They kick it to Snyder, who's been the biggest offensive threat for Kearney all night.
33-28, Omaha North. Chichua on the right side, got her pocket picked, and now a foul is called. Drew Danielson cannot believe it. He storms down the bench in disgust.
I understand why coach is upset from his angle, but Nick, I thought Province pretty clearly raked her arm across, got a little bit of ball, but ended up getting mostly hand to separate the player from the ball.
On the inbound pass, it's a foul, and I believe 2 shots coming up for Omaha North, as Chichua was unsuccessful on the shot attempt, but she'll go to the line to shoot 2. 5-point ball game, 33-28. 4:40 to go, third quarter, first free throw. Good. Chichua on the day, 8 points. Make it 9, now after that made free throw.
Good response to that 3 from Garner here from Omaha North, right? Not going to get it back all at once, but to be able to have the composure, slow the game down, get back to what made you successful to begin with. Really good composure here in what felt like a big moment for Kearney.
Offensive rebound off the missed free throw here on the left side. That pass to Matoyer. Matoyer back out top of the key. Here she looks, backdoor cut, unable to haul it in, was the intended receiver. Kearney fights for it on the floor, and the Bearcats come away with it. Here comes Hallie Gardner. Gardner, pass fake, step through, layup. It rims out, no good. Rebound to Gardner. Gardner will reset, down to Gans. Gans on the taller defender, and she is fouled. Drew Danielson was going to be beside himself if he did not get that foul call there.
Wilson Smith was clean up top, but got into the body a little bit down low. That's where the foul came from.
It is 34-28. Carney at the line to shoot 2 shots where they are 8 of 13 for the day. Make it 8 of 14. The pressure for both sides is going to start to mount greater and greater here. As with 4:15 to go, it's a 5-point differential, 34-29 Omaha North. The Vikings have the basketball. Sinai Cotton with the basketball now. Trying to get it to Matoyer. Is able to do so. She's guarded by the freshman Gardner. 3-point attempt. In the far corner. Missed it badly, and a foul is going to be called as Wilson Smith got pushed down. If this is on Glant, that's number 4. It is
indeed.
So Sophie Glant got tangled up with Wilson Smith for Omaha North. That is number 4 on her.
Yeah, Nick, what happened was Wilson Smith was coming down the lane to pursue that rebound. Glant had a little bit of inside position, but kept her right arm kind of on the side of Wilson Smith. And as Wilson Smith went up to go grab that rebound, the forearm bar kind of pushed her over.
Here's Wilson Smith in the lane. Shot blocked. It goes out of bounds. Last touched by Omaha North.
There's Larson fresh into the game for Glant, making an impact immediately on defense.
Leading scorer for Omaha North is Matoyer with 11. Also with 11, Addie Snyder for the Kearney Bearcats. Here's Province. On the day, she has 6 to Gantz. Gantz crosses over center of the lane, in the lane, and no shot there. I think that was supposed to be a foul. It looked like 2 hands came down and hit Augusta Gantz. On the right side, Wilson Smith driving. She lost possession of the basketball. Kearney's going to get it right back.
Yeah, there's a lot of contact on that one, Nick. The previous possession, way down.
I didn't think it was even a question. That broke verticality, and it came down right on the arms, it appeared, and I thought it was pretty obvious. Missed call potentially, but no harm, no foul, literally, as Carney gets it back. Garner with the basketball, the freshman working at the top of the key, and a pass down low. Once again on the doorstep. Ball is lost, and a pass now Omaha North up the floor. Matoyer in the lane with the bucket and the foul.
What a finish at full speed by Matoyer, flying down the court in transition. Snyder did not need to foul her there. She had no chance to block that shot. Instead, it comes with a 2-handed shove. Even more momentum forward, Nick. That's a really difficult angle, especially at that speed, not getting the ball up, having to shoot it essentially from the hip to get it to go.
That foul went on Snyder. That's her second to make it an 8-point game. It's good by Matoyer. 37-29 your score. Liberty Province brings it up the timeline. She predetermined that she was going to throw that ball back to Augusta Gantz. It's a turnover. Chichua in the lane won't hit. The putback try is good. Danielson wants to talk things over on that Kearney sideline, and he immediately goes over into the ear of the official and provides his opinion. It is a 30-second timeout. We'll step aside with them. Be right back here from PBA on 93.7 The Ticket.
Attention, Nebraska sports fans. Are you ready to take your skills to the next level? The Army National Guard is looking for leaders who are dedicated, driven, and ready to make a difference. Join up and gain invaluable experience while serving your country with a flexible schedule, competitive benefits, and a chance to build a strong future. Learn more at nationalguard.com/Nebraska. Live here, serve here. The Nebraska Army National Guard. Guard the good life.
Back to Pinnacle Bank Arena for more girls state basketball tournament action on 93.7 The Ticket.
All right, here we go. As Omaha North leads at 39-29 over the Kearney Bearcats. Still plenty of time for the Bearcats with 2:55 to go in the third quarter. They just have to stop turning over the ball.
You mentioned it, Nick, this last time with Province having predetermined her read. Chichua made a really nice read on the defensive end here for Omaha North of instead of blitzing the ball handler, creating that trap, she feinted one step and then went right back onto Gantz, who had set the screen. Province threw it right to her to start the break.
Here's Province in the lane. She is bumped and fouled, and Province will go to the line to shoot 2.
Province drove into a crowd of 3 different Vikings, all of whom had a chance to foul, or not maybe the advised way to get back into this game, except Nick scoring with the clock stop.
Yeah. Omaha North, in fact, has more turnovers in the second half. However, shooting 7 of 11 from the field. In comparison, Carney in the second half shooting 2 of 9. All right, first free throw by Province is good. She now has 7 points on the day. Second one on the way is no good. Rebound fought for. It's tipped out of bounds. It stays with Carney. It is an. I'm sorry, Austin.
It looked to me, Nick, like that was probably off of Larson, but Wilson Smith went through her with the body a little bit. Yeah. So instead of getting the foul call, I think Carney gets the out of bounds benefit of the doubt.
39-30, Omaha North up by 9. They inbounded to Province at the top of the key. Backdoor cut and a foul and a hold on number 3, Randall for Omaha North, as Gardner was trying to cut to the basket, unable to get there. And with 2:40 to go in the third quarter, Carney is in the bonus.
Again, Nick, a predetermined read there by Province. That pass didn't have a chance, even if there wasn't a foul, right? Gardner, a smaller player, was absolutely covered up. That pass wasn't getting through. Carney, I think, a little beneficial call on that one for the Bearcats.
Well, and I think also that could be the beneficiary of Drew Danielson being in the ear of the official for essentially the entire game. But while, in fact, Omaha North has been called for 4 more fouls in the game, or 5 more fouls in the entire game than Carney.
You can respect the coach standing up for his players, but I like to think more of our NSAA officials that they would be influenced by such
there you go.
overtures.
We'll see if that reigns true. 39-32 your score, 7-point differential after Hallie Gardner hits both of her free throws. Omaha North has the basketball. Across the timeline they go, 2:29 to play in the third quarter. Omaha North up by 7. Here's Wilson Smith on the right wing. She throws into the near corner. 3-point try on the way. It is no good. Rebound is an offensive rebound. And the putback try will not go. Larson gets knocked down. Fight for her on the loose ball. Garner tipped it out of bounds. No, last touch by Omaha North.
Garner got it first. Cotton got it last. That was great hustle both ways there, Nick. All set up by good hustle on the offensive glass, right? Omaha North didn't have much of a chance to corral it, but they got a hand on it to keep that ball alive to maybe have another chance at it, even though it didn't work out their way this time.
39-32, your score, 2 minutes and 11 seconds to go in the third quarter. Wilson Smith out of the game. This is where can Carney get something inside to then force and allow them to then maybe shoot some perimeter shots later in the game. Province at the top of the key, dribbling left side, working behind, and now gets it tangled up. She gets fallen on, and it's a jump ball, giving it to Omaha North. Province is asking, how is that not a foul call? She's having a conversation with Drew Danielson, and now Omaha North will have the basketball.
There's some very visible frustration, Nick, from a couple Kearney players. Gans and Province are really wearing it on their face. If I'm Coach Danielson, though, I'm telling her, what did you do to earn the foul? What did you do? What positive did you do to impact that? You dribbled into a trap again without any passing.
And now Province loses it after she steals it from Omaha North. She lost it right back. Here goes Foster. Foster left side. Wilson Smith back into the game. One-handed pass right side Matoyer. Matoyer drives into a brick wall of Gardner, and Gardner with the defense. The freshman forces the sophomore to backpedal in her tracks and step on the sideline.
Matoyer looked like she was getting ready to pull that one, Nick. I could have seen the roof coming off the sideline behind us, and Matoyer kept her feet in bounds and knocked that one down.
Here comes Province. She crosses over, working on Foster. Correction on Cotton in the far corner. That pass almost taken away. Larson gets slapped in the face, and it'll be 2 shots for Larson and Carney. She was making a play on the ball, came down and slapped Larson in the eye.
Yep, went through trying to go over the top, just a step slow.
39-32 your score, 1:25 to play in the third quarter. Larson, first free throw is no good.
Province holding a Stanley Cup, getting a drink out of it over there on the far sideline. And Nick, I think something to note for Carney, this has pretty much been the lineup with Glant in foul trouble. We've only gotten spot minutes from a few other players, but this lineup of Gant, Snyder, Garner, Province, and Larson has played probably 85% of the game to this point.
Second one for Larson, barely grazes the rim. The rebound fought for and won, and it is a out of bounds off a deflection from Omaha North as Snyder grabbed the offensive rebound, threw it off of Cotton, and it stays Kearney basketball on this end of the floor.
Been a while since we called Snyder's name on offense, Nick. I wonder if Carney can try to get it her way.
They'll get the ball inbound to Province. Province bounces it to Larson. Larson thought about the give and go, and now the pocket's going to be picked. Danielson stomps his foot. He is in frustration as it goes out of bounds. Dribbled off of Omaha North's leg, and it will be Kearney basketball. Things are going to get a little chippy here in the final 9 minutes and 13 seconds if they aren't already.
I was just going to say, they're going to get – I feel like we've been at that point, Nick. There was contact on this end. I thought even more contact out there on the opposite end as Omaha North looked to run in transition.
Garner crosses over on Foster. Garner in the lane. The layup no good. Larson collides with an Omaha North player. Here come the Vikings. Up the floor to Wilson Smith in the lane. Off the bottom of the backboard, no good. She gets it back, put back, and it's good. High off the glass with 52 seconds to play in the third. 41-32 as Province working on Cotton. Province crosses over, top of the key, Gans. Gans to Gardner. Gardner right side, working on Matoyer. Now to Gans again. The double team comes. Gardner, three-pointer on the way. It's no good. Rebound fought for and won by Omaha North, and a foul by Augusta Gans. That'll put Omaha North in the bonus to shoot 2 shots.
Gans knew it as soon as she did it. Good hustle going after that offensive rebound. Looks like Coach Danielson just got tagged with a warning over there, Nick. But Gans knew it. Again, she's one of the players that's been more visibly frustrated here for Kearney. Omaha North, most likely its last chance to score here in the third quarter. Push this back to a double-digit advantage unless that ball pressure comes up big after the free throws.
Sinai Cotton at the line to shoot 2. First one is on the way. It is good. 42-32, your score in favor of Omaha North.
Fourth foul on Gans as well.
So now both Augusta Gans and Sophie Glant are on the bench with 4 fouls. 32 and a half seconds to play in the third quarter. Kearney, one of their last 7 shooting from the field. The second free throw is good for Omaha North as it hit the back iron and then bounced down. And it's 43-32. I believe this is the largest lead of the day for Omaha North. It is. 43-32. 32 seconds to go in the third quarter. Kearney to inbound. They get it to Province. Province works around the screen. Now Province running down the floor. They toss it near corner. Gardner 3. They need it. It is no good. Rebounded by Larson. Larson put back try. It is good. Now an inbound pass quickly. Gardner could have stolen it. Didn't know it was coming her direction. Here is Cotton. Right side, Wilson Smith. Wilson Smith back to Cotton. Cotton now to Foster, Foster near corner. Working. Back to Foster. 1 on this clock. She has no clue. There's the horn. And after 3 quarters of play, your score, Omaha North 43, the Kearney Bearcats 34. Buckle up. It is going to be fun. Fourth quarter coming up next in 60 seconds here on 93.7 The Ticket.
When you or a loved one hears the words, "You have cancer," you want to make sure you're surrounded by a team you can trust, who will be a true partner in your cancer journey. At NHO, you'll be treated like family, and you'll feel that compassion every time you walk through our doors. After all, this is the fight of your life, and you'll need the best people to be on your side. We're Nebraska Hematology Oncology. On your side, by your side.
With UBT, you've got total control over your money. Like Doug, who runs his game day tailgate like a well-oiled machine.
I got burgers, brats, chicken, dogs, plus all the fixins. And with the UBT Go app, I can track my food spending from anywhere.
Pro move.
They don't call me Grill Sergeant for nothing.
No matter your goals, UBT helps you feel good about reaching them. Union Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
Back to Pinnacle Bank Arena for more Girls State Basketball Tournament action on 93.7 The Ticket.
Woo, Nelly. 43-34, your score. An incredibly fast-paced game. Province just asked Hallie Gardner, what are we doing? I don't think they decided or talked about a play here. As here comes Province in the lane, dump down to Gans. Gans out to Snyder. Snyder into the far corner, Gardner. Gardner was trying to get it to Province unable to do so. Now Garner with the basketball after she almost lost it. A bump. How is that not a foul? At some point, that's got to be a foul when you're starting to hip check. And now on the right side. Am I wrong on that, Austin?
There was some
maybe
incidental
slightly
contact.
out of control.
For what we've seen today, I
Sure.
didn't think it was egregious necessarily.
Yes.
What I thought was more egregious, Nick, was I thought Kearney had 2 opportunities to get a pretty good shot up.
Yeah.
Gans looked hesitant, as did Snyder on the wing. I thought those were 2 pretty good opportunities before even that potential foul, to your point.
Gans gets the inbound pass after the foul on the floor on Omaha North. Province with the basketball. Here comes Liberty Province. They toss it out left side. Snyder with it. The D is harassing Carney. Has been all day. Province beats Wilson Smith off the dribble, and the layup try will not go. One-handed pass down the floor. Chichua, layup in the lane won't fall. Defensive rebound collected by Snyder, and Snyder gets bumped and fouled. And
another unnecessary foul, 90-plus feet away from the basket, Nick. When you have Snyder not as comfortable handling the ball in a panic, you bail her out.
That foul is on Sinai Cotton. 7:15 to go in the fourth quarter. 43-34 is your score. In favor of Omaha North, Matoyer is back into the game. Here we go. Carney with the basketball. Crosses over. Working across the timeline, being chased down from behind. She gets tripped, and that's a traveling violation.
I couldn't tell, Nick, if that was a trip on Wilson Smith or if Province just got going a little too quick and got out over her skis a little bit. Yeah, it looks like she caught her own ankle on the replay. So travel's the call. Either way, it went out of bounds with no hand.
43-34, Omaha North basketball. Matoyer will get the inbound pass.
Matoyer with the bandage. Garner has hers taken off. It's sealed up pretty well. Seems like every player on this court, Nick, should have some sort of extraneous wrap from what they began the day with.
Here on the right side, it is Ayana Hill. Hill to Wilson Smith. Smith drives baseline, steps through. Layup in the lane is good. So now here we go with Carney down by 11. Yet again, they just can't cut into this lead. Garner in the lane. Left-hand layup, too strong. Rebound fought for. Won by Province. Province floater, good. That was a good comeback there by Province as she chased down the rebound near the top of the key and grabbed it, floated it in for 2 points. 45-36, 6:20 to play in the fourth quarter. The pass to Wilson Smith in the lane. She steps through, gets it ripped out of her hands, and a push by Wilson Smith on Liberty Province. That's team foul number 3 already of the quarter on Omaha North.
Kearney has not been great from the free throw line, Nick. They've already taken 21 attempts. They've made 12 of them. If you're Omaha North, we know that being aggressive and providing pressure is the name of your game. And so it's gotten you this far. That's now 2 fouls in the first 75 seconds of this fourth quarter where you're in no harm. You missed a shot, you move on, you live to play defense where you've been really good in the half court. Instead, you get Kearney now just 2 fouls away from the bonus.
Province in the lane, layup, good. It's a 7-point ball game, 45-38. Drew Danielson is pounding the hardwood on that sideline, and we have a timeout called by Omaha North head coach Michaela Daly, as with 5:57 to go in the fourth quarter, it is 45-38. Liberty Province struggling for some air over there. They got to get some water and potentially some oxygen to her as she is struggling over there on that Kearney sideline. But once again, 5:57 to go. Let's take a 30-second breather here on 93.7 The Ticket.
Winning is about more than wanting it. It's about working for it. As Bulldogs, we see that hard work pay off every day. In the classroom, in our faith, in competition. At Concordia, the momentum is building, and you can be a part of it. Join a winning team at Concordia University, Nebraska.
Back to Pinnacle Bank Arena for more girls state basketball tournament action on 93.7 The Ticket.
Nick Sainer back with you. Austin Norman alongside as well as we are in the middle of a dogfight. 5:55 to go in the fourth quarter. 45-38 your score in favor of Omaha North. Omaha North with the basketball, working to the basket to our right. Carney, who canceled school today, brought a large group of fans. Just watched Matoyer bank one in from the free throw line. and make it a 9-point lead for Omaha North yet again. 47-38. Here is Gardner on the right side. Off the glass. What a move by the freshman.
Point guards trading buckets.
Hallie Gardner going to have a exciting 4 years here, as here's Matoyer, a sophomore there. Back to Wilson Smith. Into the far corner. Randall now to Wilson Smith. Two-hand pass Matoyer. Wide open three on the way. Missed it. Rebound fought for and won by Snyder of Kearney. Going the other way. Carney does not have numbers. They're going to go right at her. They pass it out. Gardner, floater off the glass and in. 47-42. The Kearney Bearcats trying to cut into this lead. They've trailed by as much as 11. They trail by 5 with 4:45 to go in the fourth quarter. They pass it to Randall on the left side to Chichua. Chichua working at the left elbow. She passes down there. Wilson Smith layup too strong. Rebound tipped. Controlled by Gans. Gans now to Province. Province uses a screen by Glant. That's an offensive foul, number 5 on her. They've been trying to sell that offensive foul on, I believe, Larson earlier, but now Glant comes back into the game, and as soon as she sets it, she gets called for the offensive foul.
I'm not so sure about that one. I'm not so sure. It looked like to me Glant was pretty set.
Yeah.
Her left leg ended up getting lifted up at some point there. I thought that was more due to the contact than Sophie Glant being out of position or trying to lean into that screen. But again, Nick, Kearney's had to do that to deal with the ball pressure. If you had a second ball handler that you trusted outside of Province to take some pressure off her shoulders, that high ball screen wouldn't be necessary. You wouldn't put one of your starters in that position to begin with.
Sophie Glantz, a senior forward, stands up on that Kearney bench along with the 4 coaches as the mid-range jumper is no good, and a foul is called against Omaha North as that's number 4 on the Vikings. So once again, as this has been a wild matchup. 47-42, both, for that matter, both semifinals have been really good. Omaha North up by 5 as Province might have gotten away with a travel. Nope, there it is. That's a travel.
One step too many, and there, Nick, we saw it, right? You look at Larson trying to set that screen. She didn't make any contact, but she was leaning more on that offensive screen than Glant did previously.
47-42. It's a 5-point game. 4 minutes and 11 seconds to play.
The ball's really been put in Matoyer's hands here recently, Nick, for Omaha North. Really curious to see if Omaha North wants to work any more clock here as opposed to Matoyer taking the first off-dribble mid-range she can get herself to.
47-42, Omaha North out in front of Kearney. 4 minutes and 10 seconds to go. The Kearney fan base has not sat all game long, and they're loud right now. Down low, the entry pass. Chichua in the lane, off the glass, no good. Rebound fought for, and a push from behind on Liberty Province of Kearney. Randall went up for the offensive rebound, rather. She had Province boxed out, and they're going to say she reached from behind and threw her down. It is a baseline inbound underneath Omaha North's bucket. Foster will inbound it for Omaha North. 3:58 to play in the fourth quarter. They inbound it, kick it out, give and go. 3-point try on the way. It's good! Foster drains it from the near corner, and Province going to work, and Drew Danielson wants to talk things over. It is back to an 8-point game in favor of Omaha North. It's 50-42 with 3:46 to play in the fourth quarter. We'll step aside, come back in 30 seconds here on 93.7 The Ticket.
When you or a loved one hears the words, "You have cancer," you want to make sure you're surrounded by a team you can trust, who will be a true partner in your cancer journey. At NHO, you'll be treated like family, and you'll feel that compassion every time you walk through our doors. After all, this is the fight of your life, and you'll need the best people to be on your side. We're Nebraska Hematology Oncology. On your side, by your side.
Back to Pinnacle Bank Arena for more girls state basketball tournament action on 93.7 The Ticket.
right, we are back here at Pinnacle Bank Arena after Omaha North able to drain a three from the near corner. They lead at 50-42, and this is what I'll say about Omaha North, and you got to give them credit here because every time Carney has fought back to within 5, Omaha North keeps it in that 5 to 11-point range. No real danger quite yet for Omaha North.
It's been Matoyer time into those moments. She hit the first couple mid-range jumpers to re-extend that lead, but this last time, Nick, it was Foster. Carney has been playing way off of her, not treating her like an offensive threat at all, even as a primary ball handler. Omaha North recognizes that. They go with the give-and-go inbound, just like you said. So Foster ends up wide open in the corner over there. She fires away. She hits a three to re-extend that lead back to 8. Huge shot in a big moment.
Here we go. Province with the basketball to Gardner. Open three on the way. No good. Rebound fought for, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Carney on the shot. This place would have erupted if Hallie Gardner could have hit that from the left wing.
I like that play design, though, by Carney. We're seeing that more and more in college. Another team that wears white and blue in the Duke Blue Devils really likes that play. They'll have Cam Boozer initiate it, and setting that kind of flare or ghost screen then is Isaiah Evans in the Garner role. She got a wide open look, probably the easiest look she's had all day, but just missed it.
50-42. Omaha North leads by 8. 3:31 to go in the fourth quarter. Pass up the floor. It's hauled in by Omaha North. Now back to Matoyer. Matoyer, cross court, right side to Cotton. Cotton down the low to Chichua. Layup in the lane, no good, but a foul.
If she went up, Larson extended that arm bar and kind of shoved her down. Nick, if Kearney wants to use this 1-3-1 to keep it in the game, it's got to play the angles a little bit better. In the 1-3-1, they're not really taking away any of those reversal angles. They're just allowing those passing lanes. I think to take away more of the driving lanes where Omaha North has been so good.
First free throw is no good for Omaha North. This Kearney team will graduate Sophie Glant, Addison Snyder. Those are the two main players on this team that will not be back next year, but they still got a game to try to come back and win. Here after the missed free throw, the putback try will not fall. Offensive rebound again. The third time is the charm as Omaha North leads by 10, 52-42. Province, cross-court pass, down on the doorstep, great find, Larson, good. Back to an 8-point ball game, 52-44, 2:57 to play, fourth quarter. Here's Chichua. Chichua now to Foster. Foster back to Chichua. She drives in, right-handed layup, no good. Rebound fought for, and is no good on the putback try. Augusta Gans cleans the glass. Hallie Gardner pushing the pace. 2-on-2, kicks it to Snyder. Snyder traveled.
Yep, never put the ball down first.
Danielson's got to be careful. He's already gotten a warning here today. He's got to be careful that he doesn't get teed up here.
Snyder just stutter stepped with the ball, didn't put it down right before. I thought Garner was going to pull, Nick. She got me with the head fake and said she makes the dish to the corner.
Here is Omaha North. Foster with it on the left wing. 2.5 to play, fourth quarter, 52-44 your score. Foster has it on the logo.
The other hazard of this 1-3-1 for Carney, Nick, is that Garner's the smallest player on the court, and she's usually responsible for boxing out a taller player down there on the baseline.
Matoyer's three was no good, but Omaha North gets another crack at it. 2 minutes and 10 seconds. Foster crossing over, kicks it left side on the wing, now dribbling top of the key. Gans almost picked the pocket. Now into the far corner. In the lane, trying to initiate contact. The layup will not fall. Rebound fought for, chased down by Chichua. Chichua in the lane, steps through. But shot is blocked. Fourth try, it's finally in for Omaha North. Matoyer is able to connect. It's back to a 10-point game, 54-44. Carney with the basketball. Gans right side to Snyder. Snyder in the lane, backdoor cut taken away by Omaha North, and Chichua will slow things down before giving it to Matoyer. Omaha North fans are starting to be on their feet. 54-44, 1:27 to play in the fourth quarter. Whoever wins this one gets a date with Lincoln North Star tomorrow. And we have a whistle and a foul called against Carney and Hallie Gardner.
Really poor recognition on the offensive end from Carney there, Nick. The lane was wide open. Omaha North had no one back protecting the paint. Larson went to basketball robot mode, set the screen she was told to set instead of recognizing she had an open lane. Leads to the turnover in Omaha North with a chance to bleed some clock.
Here's Matoyer, 1:18 to play in the fourth quarter. Here on the left side, Foster with the basketball. She's bumped by Gardner now in the near corner. Matoyer drives in, floater, no good, but she is fouled.
Frustration foul from Province there, Nick. Matoyer's going to take the tough one. Province was in good position to contest it, but decided to swipe at it instead.
Matoyer at the line to shoot 2. Here is the first free throw. It's good. 55-44 your score, 1:07 to play in the fourth quarter. $11-point lead. Omaha North has led by as many as 11, which currently is where it's at, to give the largest lead. No good. Rebound tipped around. Chichua recovers. And now Carney rips it away from her. Hallie Gardner with 1:01 to play. Running the floor. She'll step up. Three-pointer on the way. It's no good. Rebound tipped out to the perimeter. And now Omaha North has it. Here come the Vikings in transition. They lay it up and in. Omaha North with 47 seconds to play. Down by 13 on Carney. And Carney is going to wave the white flag as Gardner has it in the lane. The shot no good. Wilson Smith up the floor it goes. Matoyer on the right side in the lane. She's fouled. Carney will wave the white flag. Drew Danielson, this thing is getting a little chippy here as there's some jawing back and forth going on between Omaha North and the Kearney Bearcats. The Omaha North coaching staff cheering on the jawing as Liberty Province, they felt like fouled Matoyer a little too aggressively on that take. It is 57-44. The free throw is good. $58-44 your score. 33.3 seconds to play. And now, okay, Omaha North will sub in. I was going to say, Kearney had subbed in all 5 of their reserves, and now Omaha North will do the same. $58-44 your score. 33 seconds to play. Matoyer at the line. She'll sub out if she hits this free throw. She does. 59-44. Matoyer starts waving at the Kearney fans.
She did
as
wave
she
to
comes
her own
up.
fans first, to her credit. She just kept it going.
And now here we go with Kearney. Across the timeline, here come the Bearcats on the near side. 3-point try on the way. It's good for number 5, McKenna Hazard. 19 seconds to play. Omaha North does not have to shoot it. The shot clock is dark. They will go ahead and fire. Airball the 3. Rebounded by Kearney, and it's deflected out of bounds. It'll go to the Kearney Bearcats with 9 seconds to play.
I've always understood, Nick, why you just dribble the clock out in these situations. But these are the reserves. You're in a state tournament game. No one wants to watch someone just dribble a ball for 30 seconds. I'm okay with them still playing some basketball. It's more fun that way.
We have our Class A championship set. Omaha North is going to play Lincoln North Star tomorrow afternoon as Omaha North knocks off Kearney 59-47. They celebrate at midcourt. And for Kearney, their season comes to an end as the 2 seed in Class A. But that will do it for our Class A semifinal matchup. Once again, 59-47 your score. Let's go ahead and take a timeout. We will come back, and it'll be, we have some extracurriculars in the coaches line as a couple of coaches are shoving each other here between Kearney and Omaha North. They got to separate this. They got to get this done. Let's go to break. Postgame show coming up next.
State high school basketball coverage from Pinnacle Bank Arena is proudly sponsored by Peru State College, Nebraska's first college, helping students excel on and off the court for more than 150 years. At Peru State College, you'll find affordable tuition, a close-knit community, and flexible programs designed to fit your goals. Whether you plan to compete in college athletics or get involved across campus, Peru State helps you reach your full potential in the classroom and beyond. Pursue your potential at Peru State College. Learn more about programs, scholarships, and book your campus visit at peru.edu.
A membership with John Henry's will fast track you to front of the line service, seasonal tune-ups, and far fewer unexpected moments. That means no breakdowns, no waiting on a call, and no nonsense. It's consistent care that prevents small issues from turning into big bills. Join the Comfort Club and get VIP treatment 365 days a year with 24-hour priority response, member-only discounts, and peace of mind on your home's most expensive systems. Call
John Henry's.
John Henry's Plumbing, Heating and Air.
And electrical.
With UBT, you've got total control over your money. Like Doug, who runs his game day tailgate like a well-oiled machine.
I got burgers, brats, chicken, dogs, plus all the fixins. And with the UBT Go app, I can track my food spending from anywhere.
Pro move.
They don't call me Grill Sergeant for nothing.
No matter your goals, UBT helps you feel good about reaching them. Union Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
Imagine starting your day with a computer glitch that leaves you feeling stuck, frustrated, and unable to get your work done. You have 1,000,001 things to get done today, and waiting for the tech issue to solve itself isn't one of them. It's time to let Hamilton handle the tech so you don't have to. We help businesses across the state spend more time on what they do best and less time frustrated with office technology. As the official business IT partner of the Huskers, we're focused on providing custom solutions that set you up for success now and in the future. Connect with us today at hamiltonisbusiness.com.
General Excavating has been a leading underground utilities contractor for nearly 40 years, and they're growing. General Excavating is hiring for more than 50 positions with offices in Lincoln, Omaha, Sioux Falls, and Cheyenne. Positions range from senior project managers to superintendents, utilities foremen, heavy equipment operators, journeyman plumbers, field mechanics, and more. They offer competitive wages, benefits, and PTO with a culture built on the importance of safety. Apply today at generalexcavating.com or call 402-467-1627 for more information.
Spring sports are here and it's time to upgrade your equipment. But don't go rushing to your big box store. Play It Again Sports is your place to go for all spring sports equipment for baseball, softball, golf, and disc golf. Play It Again Sports has quality, slightly to gently used equipment, and 50% of their inventory is actually new equipment. And don't forget, buying from them is a great way to get new products with great discounts by also bringing in your used items for store credit or cash on the spot. Play It Again Sports at 48th and Vine.
Back to Pinnacle Bank Arena for more girls state basketball tournament action on 93.7 The Ticket.
Okay, so welcome back into Pinnacle Bank Arena. Some extracurricular stuff going on after the final horn sounded as it was chippy the entire game, but it got worse as the game progressed. And normally we can look at the officials and say, okay, the way you call this game is how you dictate the way the game's playing. I'm not sure the officials could have done much different in this game. I give credit to them for this moment. I will also say this, give credit to the NSAA because they recognized that it was going to get chippy. And there's NSAA directors, executive directors, folks here on hand for every single game. And they acknowledged it right from the get-go that, hey, the handshake line might get a little dicey, especially you had some Omaha North players that started waving off to their crowd after she hit the free throw, but then the entire Carney section, she visibly waved at them goodbye as in the final seconds in the handshake line. A couple of assistant coaches got into it. They kind of pushed each other, shoved back and forth, separated before anything bad was happening. But now security is fully in the stands. Like they are doing everything they can to make sure that this is properly and orderly evacuated, because that's the other side is a lot of people ask about the schedule of the state championships and the state tournament. The reason that they schedule the games when they do is crowd control, crowd management. The reason that tomorrow you're going to have Class A's game, a state championship game at 1 o'clock and Class B's at 6 o'clock is because you have a clearing of the session and basically everybody has to leave the arena after that game. Two of the bigger crowds, and obviously for crowd control purposes, it's just easier. And so, this started with some extra stuff going on right from the get-go.
Even before the game. We had parents and student sections going at it.
And nobody is innocent in this.
No.
But it was and
that's where it's tough for us, where we can't hear exactly what's getting started. We're in the middle of all of this, trying to focus our attention on what's going on here. We have the headsets on, trying to communicate with each other and back to the studio. So we know that there's stuff going on behind us, but in as loud and emotionally charged environment as this is, we heard the North parents behind us. We saw the Carney parents right across from us. The student sections on the north end and the south end, of course, going back and forth with each other. And then it comes over to the court, right? This is a game that, these two teams don't see each other very often between Kearney and Omaha North. The fact that it reached that intensity tells you just how much I think all these players wanted it so badly, right? It was a hard-fought game from beginning to end. I think we give the players probably the most credit in here for the first 31 and a half minutes of this game, of competing hard. Sure, it got maybe a little chippy here and there. It was a physical game, but your point with the officials, too, I thought they handled it pretty well. They got on Kearney's head coach Danielson a couple times for what he was saying and doing, but I didn't think the tensions ever escalated or flared on the floor, which is the easiest thing to happen. Right, and until the last one. But even then, Nick, that was a frustration foul by Providence that led to it. Maybe a little over the top, but nothing that would rise to the level of needing to be elevated. You take it personal. Maybe you should, maybe you shouldn't at the end of a game like that. I didn't think Providence did anything to elevate it. Maybe some John that we didn't hear, but she looked like she was staring straight ahead. Matoyer hits the free throw, waves to her own crowd. Love that. She was a key player for Omaha North in this matchup. Every time there was a tense moment, Matoyer answered the bell. Where it probably crosses the line is when she waved to Kearney's fans. It's one thing if you're Trae Young in Madison Square Garden.
Yeah.
It's a different if you're Matoyer here in the Class A state semifinals. Probably not much room for that, but I can understand getting caught up in the moment when you're the leader of a team that hasn't been to state since 2002. You're on the doorstep of your first state title in so long. It's understandable. It's only human. The emotions would flare in an environment like we saw tonight.
Yeah, Matoyer, to your point, 21 points on a night where she was 6 of 15 from the field, 9 of 11 from the free throw line. Tanaya Wilson-Smith, 11 points, 20 rebounds there as well for Omaha North. Omaha North, though, let's talk about on the floor real quick. For the first time, they can win a championship since 1998. They hadn't been back to to the state tournament since 2002. Here they are. They're at the state championship tomorrow afternoon against a really, really good Lincoln North Star team. And this Class A matchup tomorrow might be as good as we've seen in a long time, as Lincoln North Star and Tommy Johnson's squad will match up against the Omaha North Vikings and head coach Michaela Daly's program, as Omaha North wins it 59-47. When we come back, we will send it back to our 93.7 The Ticket studios at 1040 O Street. We have an extended break. Our next game doesn't start for about another hour, as it will be Class B's turn. Norris against Gretna East Griffins. This will be a doozy, as Wade Coulter going up against Wally Johnson, two of the better coaches in Class B and in the state, do battle tonight here on the Pinnacle Bank Arena floor. We'll step aside for Austin Norman, Nick Sainert saying so long for now. Here from Pinnacle Bank Arena, Omaha North and Lincoln North Star, your Class A championship tomorrow afternoon on 93.7 The Ticket.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet, KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
If you're a homeowner or a business owner, you have a lot of projects, and no one has an unlimited budget or time.